Heather, thank you for joining us from Iraq. So you were reporting from Baghuz. It's being claimed as the last stronghold of ISIS in Syria. What did you see there?
Well, before the final assault began at the beginning of this week, thousands of people were coming out of the very, very small war zone, sometimes more than 1,000 a day. And the people were coming out while it is assumed and largely known that they are mostly related to ISIS. They were often in a very bad condition. Some people were near death. Some people died. A lot of people were injured. But also, interestingly enough, a lot of people came out of the war zone declaring their fidelity and their support for an ISIS victory, which is very unusual in these cases.
हैदर मर्डॉक ने हमें बताया कि बागूस के इलाके में जिसको आखिरी जहाँ पे इस वक्त कह लें कि हतमी लड़ाई जारी है दाइश के जंगजुओं के खिलाफ, वहाँ से उन्होंने हज़ारों लोगों को इलाका छोड़ते हुए देखा और वो कह रही हैं कि ज़्यादातर जिन्होंने इलाका छोड़ा वो लोग थे जिनका दाइश शिद्दत पसंद तंजीम दाइश के साथ किसी न किसी ना ताल्लुक है। लेकिन उन्होंने कहा कि एक हैरान कुन बात ये थी कि बहुत से लोग जिन्होंने इलाका छोड़ा वो दाइश के साथ ही वफादारी के नारे भी लगा रहे थे। So Heather, a lot of people who have left this area are right now being kept in camps inside Syria. And those camps include people who fled this area to save themselves from the fighting, but there are also people who were related to ISIS members. What kind of conditions are people living in those camps, and are former members of ISIS or their relatives facing any additional backlash or difficulties?
Well, since December 4th last year, there's been more than 50,000 people coming out of that tiny little war zone, and they are and this is the count from the camps themselves. And the kind of conditions they are in, especially now as the camps are filling and they're lacking resources, are getting harder and harder, where people coming recently and in future, because there's still people coming, they're lacking tents, they're lacking tarps to cover the tents from the rain, they're short of food, they're short of sanitary supplies. And these families, while it is believed that most of them, if not almost all of them, are somehow related to ISIS, like an uncle, a cousin, I mean, you will see almost entirely female heads of households, which means husbands are either detained or lost in the fight. These people are not being considered in any way criminal. Those women that were involved in the fight, the declared jihadis, are arrested. But these families are considered just that, families. In the future, though, we do expect backlash socially if they try to move outside, when they try to move outside.
All right. So हैदर ने बताया कि कम से कम 50,000 लोग हैं इस वक्त जो इन कैंपों में रह रहे हैं, और कैंप्स के हालात बहुत मुश्किल हैं क्योंकि वहाँ पे खाने को नहीं है, सर छुपाने के लिए जगह नहीं है, और उसके अलावा जो सैनिटरी सप्लाईज हैं उनकी भी बहुत शदीद कमी है। उन्होंने कहा कि ज़्यादातर जो हैं ख़वातीन और बच्चे हैं, तो फिलहाल तो उनको क्रिमिनल्स के तौर पे नहीं देखा जा रहा, क्योंकि अगरचे उनका ताल्लुक आईसिस के फाइटर्स से था, आईसिस के जो फाइटर्स हैं वो इस वक्त हिरासत में हैं बहुत सारे, लेकिन वो ये कहती हैं हैदर कि आने वाले वक्त में मुश्किल पेश आ सकती है उन फैमिलीज़ को, उन ख़वातीन और बच्चों को जिनका ताल्लुक दाइश के जंगजुओं से था। फिलहाल बहरहाल वो इन कैंपों में बहुत मुश्किल हालात से गुजर रहे हैं। हैदर मर्डॉक, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर गिविंग अस दिस अपडेट फ्रॉम इराक। प्लीज़ स्टे सेफ।